Alright. I guess we're going into game two. Looks like bans went through. They banned the Twitch, the Fizz, the Cat, and the Echo. The Echo is probably for Jacob. The Twitch is probably for whoever plays ADC. If Pengu's playing ADC again, then probably for Pengu. The Twitch and the Cat, both very annoying mid picks. You know. And they banned the Bard as they tried doing that in game one, but misclicked. Bard's a very strong support right now. And looks like they're going in for the picks. It looks like Ollie's going to be first pick. As they banned the Shaco, so he could probably go for that Kha'Zix. As I believe that is his second best. Yep, and he's hovering the Kha'Zix. Or the Evelyn. But he does have to pick here, because if he does not pick here, then they're probably going to ban out both picks in round 2 of bans. So. Oh, and he does pick the Kha'Zix. Very good champ overall. Oh, whoopsies! Did not mean that to be there. Okay. And as the second team is... They picked the Urgot top. Very stable top laner, does a lot of damage. Very tanky. And they picked the Talon mid. The Talon's very good at roaming. Get those picks. Can shove that lane with the W. Very good in general. And it looks like Ryan is going to be picking. Maybe he's playing support again. And he's hovering the supports. And he picks the Thresh. Another very good champion right now. The Hook, the Lantern, the Flay. Good for peel. And they go for the Galio mid. And I really like this pick because of the Kha'Zix and the Thresh. As they both can jump into the fight. They can both engage. And that Galio can follow and give them that magic shield. And so on. And just another good source of AP damage. And Team Pemgu, they picked the Aphelios. A very good ADC right now. But he did get some nerfs a couple patches ago, and he's not as strong as he used to be, but he's still a very good ADC as he has the wave clear, the sustain, the CC with his graviton, stuff like that. And for the first ban, they banned the Fiora as Team Vantage did not reveal a top laner. And they banned the Hecarim from game 1 as the team Pemgu did not show a jungler. The Hecarim was pretty annoying in my opinion, but they were able to manage it. And they banned Collins Jhin. Pretty good ban as they just previously got stomped by it. They did not pick an ADC. Very good bans overall. Let's see what they could pick. See what they can ban again. They don't have a support and they don't have a jungler, so I would say maybe we could ban another jungler. Maybe ban a Graves. Maybe another support. Oh, and they banned the Zac, which is... I'm not sure if they play Zac a lot, but Zac is also a very good jungler in my opinion. Oh, and they look for a support, and they hover the Morgana and then the Pyke. That Morgana pick is very annoying. A very good counter to Thresh, as forces him not to flay. He can't box. He can't... I mean, the hook can connect, and he could go to the hook, but doesn't drag. Such, and they're probably going to go for that Morgana because they are lacking in that AP department. Colin is probably going to have to pick an ADC here. Sorry, I'm typing something. Oh, and it does pick that, and Colin will play the Ashe, as I praised the Ashe in the previous game. Lots of peel, lots of poke, lots of engage with that ult. Overall good. Champ all around. And he will pick the Dr. Mundo. The Dr. Mundo is a very annoying... Ooh, and he picks the Rammus! Okay, I like these last couple picks, even more so the Rammus. Dr. Mundo, in my opinion, not a very useful champion. He's very tanky. He can deal a lot of damage. He can regen a lot, but he can easily be countered, say, if the Aphelios gets more of a reminder. just basically any of them just gets grievous wounds. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And the Rammus, another source of engage, pretty tanky, very good against champs, especially like the Ashe, who are going to be autoing him a lot, can get that Thornmail and just kind of counter all of that. Overall, I kind of like these comps. I like uh, again, Team Vantage's comp a lot more. It's a little bit more balanced, a little bit more safe. But I do like the risks that Pemgu's team is running. But they do only have one AP champ, so say the Mundo and the Galio can just stack armor. But as we load into game, I'm expecting another great game. I like commentating. This is kind of fun. It's kind of nerdy, but whatever. What's today's date? Today is September 1st, so 9/1/20. Boom, boom, pow. So again, we will be watching Ryan's perspective. I'm publishing the previous game. 13 minutes to upload, so that's good to see. Perfect. I'm just going to let that pause on the side. So as we get into the second game, let's try and talk about win conditions. Team Vantage is a pretty standard engaged teamfight comp. If they just play it right, they'll probably win this game. Pemgu is also very snowbally. If that Aphelios doesn't get ahead, if that Talon doesn't get ahead, they're gonna be very lacking in damage, as the Rammus does not do a lot of damage, and the Urgot is more tanky than a source of damage. But he does have that execute on his ult, so that is something to look out for. Maybe execute the ADC, a tank. And as they go into game, they look to... Oh, maybe they're not going to go for an invade. Very interesting. As I return from the bathroom, looks like some banters go thrown in the chat. Looks like they're just gonna do a standard leash here for red. And it looks like bot lane also leashed. So as standard rotation for junglers, standard pathing, both will probably end up topside, and we'll probably fight over the top lane scuttle. So we'll hopefully see a skirmish there. So let's talk about this matchup a little quick. If Morgana doesn't hit her binds, she's pretty much useless. But if Thresh doesn't hit his hooks, it's pretty much useless as well. But Thresh has the ability to peel in case if the Rammus comes in, goes in that ball form. I do gotta admit though, the Ashe Aphelios bot lane might be a little tough for Ashe, especially if Aphelios has that sniper that gives him that extra range, and he hits another hook, he walks into that. As you can see, mid lane and top lane, Urgot is shoving in that Mundo. I think that's pretty expected, as Urgot's pretty impressive, especially against hard tanks, stat tanks like Mundo. Gets that cannon. Just gonna quickly check on the upload. 10 minutes left. Nice. It looks like Khan's pushing in. Morgana misses, hits the minion instead. Ollie's topside, he's looking to get that topside scuttle. And Rammus is nowhere to be seen. I really don't know where he is. Maybe back, maybe he's taking his full red side. Not going for that scuttle. And as he finishes up that scuttle, he could possibly gank top as Urgot looks pushed up, but looks like he's backing off as he probably sees him in that bush. Morgana hits the bind, but ooh, and the minion blocks that sniper Q. Probably very crucial. Oh, and he goes mid. Both are matched mid. He flashes away. Ollie flashes, and it looks like they both get away. So they each burn the flash, and nothing happens. Very interesting. Oh, and Morgana throws a Q into bush, even though no one is there. I really don't know what's happening. Ollie's hovering bot side as he probably notices that Dragon will be up soon. He goes back to his red side, probably gonna get his Krugs, maybe his Raptors, maybe back. And again, as they look topside, that Urgot is pushing in that Mundo. I gotta admit, even though I love Mundo and everything about him, it's tough because he does. I feel like he does lose a lot. He's a very weak champion right now, as he only provides a meat shield for the team. He doesn't really do anything much, and good thing he's getting his reworks in. As that dragon is coming up soon, Morgana's looking to walk around, get some vision. Pelios follows suit. They return back to lane, and it's pretty smart of them. Oh, Talon's also pushing up on that Galio. And I'm not sure about the Galio-Talon matchup, but I know Galio is pretty good, pretty favorable in versus AP, say like a Syndra, maybe Oriana, stuff like that. So maybe Talon it might be a little harder. But as the wave gets pushed up into the tower, pretty boring game so far. 5 minutes in, no real action. Mid's pretty much even. It looks like Urgot might be winning top side. But ooh, Rammus mid, and first blood goes to Urgot, and Talon follows suit as Rammus ganks mid. Man, I really am just like cursing this game. So once I say it's boring, stuff happens. So that kill on that Urgot is is gonna hurt that Mundo a lot, as Urgot can buy that Black Cleaver, maybe a frozen mallet, snowball his lead, and kite out that Mundo. And if Talon got that kill mid, he could totally just snowball off of that, get some extra items, roam bot, roam top, extend his lead. But right now that Aphelios has Chakram and the pistol, and that is pretty good for close range skirmishes, as you do heal a lot. Ooh, and I think, ooh, the Morgana's running Guardian. I think that's kind of weird. But Guardian did get some nerfs. It's not as strong as it used to be. And Galio's looking for a roam bot. Maybe Ryan's gonna look for a hook, go in. Galio's gonna ult. But I think they're unsuccessful as they did place that control ward there. They're probably gonna go for it. But Talon knows that Galio's a dragon pit, so he might go top lane. Hits the bind, hits the hook, gets it on Morg, hits the flight, and spell shields in time. Very good spell shield from the Morgana. Does look very low. Ooh, and they get the kill on the Talon as he did not go top side. He went bot side. Very interesting. Rammus is also in his blue side. It looks like the bot lane will try to roam up, try and get some pressure there. Throws out the hook and misses. Looks like Urgot is pushing in that Mundo, as he does have that gold lead, that XP lead. Oh, and it looks like Vantage is trying to solo the dragon. Rammus goes in, uses his abilities. Galio ults, and he flashes out. Ryan looks for a hook. Goes for the E, goes for the taunt. Bam, Rammus dead. Now they can safely take dragon. Very well played by Team Vantage. See, I really do like that combo. It really helps the engagers do their job much better as they shove in. This Ashe could get really strong, as it looks like she's farming well. She hasn't really died. Same with the Aphelios, though. Yep, farming pretty well. Even CS lead isn't too big. Ryan does go for that Moby Boots, that ward. But I got to admit, in that previous game, I felt like Ryan should have roamed a little bit more early on. But you know, it worked out. They still got that win. So, and what else can I ask for? Oh, and as he presses tab, as you could see, the Galio has that 2 kills. He has that bounty, and that Galio could do a lot of damage. It could be a big threat, as he does get tanky as he builds the items, does more damage, so on. Gets that bigger shield. As you can see, I don't think I've ever seen top lane pushed into Urgot. I guess it just shows how weak Mundo is early on. It's very tough. Holds tab. Yep. Pretty lax game at the moment. Not as much of a banger as last time. But as we see, Morgana is mid. Rammus is also mid. They're looking for that pressure. See, if no one is here, I would totally suggest Ryan to go mid. But Talon is looking on that jump on the Kazakhs, and he does not get it. Should play totally safe. Talon could totally re-engage, but he's probably at his blue. See, Ryan is really just killing the XP, as Morgana wasn't here. Morgana hits the Q, misses it. It looks like people are going to jump on that Galio. Ryan's here to match. Maybe you can peel a little bit. Does hit the bind. Oh, and he hits all the abilities. And he won't be able to get out as the Talon does body block. And Mor gets the kill. So that was not very good, as they did give up that shutdown gold. So that will most likely put the gold lead back into Pemgu's team's favor. It's the bind, not much to it. It's another Q. With that kill, that could possibly propel the enemy bot lane a little bit further, make their lives make Ryan and Colin's lives a little bit harder. As they look, CS is pretty much even, but it does look like that the Aphelios does have a little bit more AD with that BF sword and the pickaxe. That will be the case, as he does rush IE first. Looks like Ollie's going topside, trying to get that top scuttle again. Very low kill game. I'm actually falling asleep, like a little bit. But at least I'm commentating to wake myself up. Oh, there's a Q, misses. I really like that build on the Morgana, the Guardian Relic Shield. She does get really tanky, and Urgot gets another kill on the Mundo. Not very good, but does answer back with a kill onto the Kazakhs. But Talon and Rammus are there, and Ollie dies. So all in all, that is a 2 for 1, but not so much, as Galio is looking to get those plates mid lane. They could possibly go for the Rift Herald, but they're going to be pushing onto the top tower. So, looking at that whole exchange, I do think that is in Pemgu's team favor. And they're looking on a pick on the Ashe. Hits the hook, gets in, hits the fly on the Morgana. Morgana ults, but Morgana will most likely stun Ryan. There you go. Ryan will most likely have to throw a lantern out to protect himself, or he could play super aggressive, as he hits the ult, hits the hook, and Aphelios is most likely dead, but 200 years keeps him alive. Oh, and he flashes the Q! He flashes the Q! He flashed the... Oh my god. Okay, that was pretty pog. That flash over the Q really helped in that chase. I don't know why I'm pogging over that, even maybe because I just don't do that. Urgot's here, trying to find some picks. So they do get the Infernal Drag. Mountains Rise, so it's another Mountain Soul. Helps with the shields. Oh, game one uploaded. Perfect. Let's watch this. Alright. Hello. Okay. I'm using Discord right now, so I cannot post this. But yes, I did post the league game one. Ryan looks for ward. Maybe I'm just being a bad job at paying attention, but oh, there you go. I was gonna commentate on how useful Hawkshot is. Maybe throw it into the blue side jungle to see where Rammus is, and it does look like that his red side is completely taken. Besides that, no, only red buff is taking on that red side. So all of his camps are pretty much up, and Rammus is on that top side, looking to contest that Rift Herald, which is a very strong objective. It looks like Mundo's gonna go down. Maybe looking to ult Galio, ult the Mundo. But bot lane is also rotating mid, but it looks like they can get a pick. Oh, and he ults the Kha'Zix and gets the pick on the Morgana. Perfect. Looks to extend their lead, or looks to continue their push. Talon's very annoying as he could just jump over walls like that. Oh, and he flashes. Okay, very interesting. But they do get that Rift Herald. So if Team Pemgu is able to get some plays off of that, or trying to get some towers. Oh, and they engage back on. They look to get on that Rammus, look to get on that Urgot, hits the hook, pulls him away, flays, ults, and it looks like they do kill the Galio, and they get the fear, and they look like they might go on the Kha'Zix, and they're double kill for that Urgot, looking to get a triple kill. And gets the Mundo, and it does not look good for Team Vantage as everyone is dying to this Urgot. Oh my lord. Gets the black shield onto the Urgot. Tries to get the hook. Is he going to take it? I suggest he does not, and he does not. Good. Well then, so for one kill that Team Vantage got, Urgot got like 3, and Rift Herald. So that is pretty bad. And as the pings go in, saying that Urgot is still alive, just shows how strong that 4-1 with that black cleaver that Urgot is going to be. It's working. Okay. Don't have that hook for... As Ryan continues shopping, he's probably going to go for that Zeke's again. Very good first item. I don't really build it, but it's good if you need that extra damage, and it does look like they do because it's Ashe into an Aphelios into Morgana. But the Ashe is doing pretty good. Ooh, and gets the poke off. And Aphelios has the Chakram plus Calibrum. Very strong combo as you can get a lot of those Chakrams off and increase your DPS by a lot. Calibrum tries to throw the Q but misses, and it looks like they get first tower with that Rift Herald. The gold really did shift into Team Pemgu. Complete change of pace from the first game. And with the team comp, as I said before, I felt like if they could snowball, they could really get the game going, and I think that's what they're doing. Even though all the gold is on the Urgot, I think they're still able to extend leads as the double roam with the Rammus and the Talon. And they're in their blue side jungle. They're looking to fight. Ashe throws in the ult. Looking to get a pick, and it doesn't hit anyone, sadly. As I think they just went in, dipped. And it looks like the bot lane is missing as he pinged. They could go for a rotate. They're probably in their blue side jungle. Maybe they backed, trying to go mid. possibly get that tower. And it looks like they're going to make that push for mid. And it looks like Ollie's getting caught out and he's taunted. And he takes the lantern and lives! Wow. And it, right. Oh, Talon's there. Throws the ult. And he misses the hook. And it looks like everyone is just dying here. And a waste of the Galio ult. Can't believe Galio got out. But yeah, it looks like they're looking to kill this Kha'Zix right here, trying to shut him down, and he lives. Very, very well played by Vantage right now. But he is in a sticky situation, so I don't think he gets out of this alive, and he takes a tower shot, and the kill goes to Aphelios, which is not so good. And as with numbers advantage, they're probably going to get this Mountain Dragon. Urgot's doing a really good job just staying on this target and killing him. Oh, the Urgot is Jacob. That is funny. And they get their Mountain Dragon. So right now it looks like Team Pemgu really is just popping off, extending their leads. But that is their first dragon. So they have to get the other 3 to get soul. So that's going to be the predicament. But if Team Vantage could get this soul, I feel like it could be, this game will be on a much more even playing field. And as long as they play through bot, they play through picks and Galio ults, I think everything will work out perfectly. Galio looks to TP onto that mid tower, but that tower is still destroyed. And Ash throws out the ult, but misses sadly. Rammus is going in, gets the hook, and he KS's it for some reason. But you know what? Kill's a kill. It's totally okay. Throws in the hawk shot. Knows that Aphelios is still there, and they're looking to get this bot tower. Say if that kill went to Ashe, I would totally say that Ashe is a major threat with that 150 farm. As they push on, probably going to throw the Q, chain the CC, throw the hook, and it looks like their bot lane is going to live as the heal went on. And it looks like Talon's roaming with Galio. Galio might get picked here. He throws in, he taunts, and he throws the Q. And it looks like Galio's alive with the Zhonya's. Oh. And it looks like this Urgot is really just... Oh, and he misses the ult, and he flashes on, and he gets the kill on the Kha'Zix. Tries going on Galio. Galio is dead. So with the Thresh, that is a 3 for like 1 or 2. Maybe a 3 for 3. I'm not very sure. Siri just came out of nowhere. But this game is not looking good for Team Vantage, as this Urgot is just steamrolling over all of Vantage's carries. As they dive, hops over the tower, runs him down, Rammus gets him, and he gets the flash, and it looks like he is going to die, and Talon dies! Very, very aggressive from the Talon. If I would probably have the Rammus tank, in my opinion, but... Okay, I have returned. I am back. And he's gonna sweep the area. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. But it looks like Morgana's mid. Galio's trying to get this 2v1 off of the Rammus and Morgana. I don't think it's working very well. And Mundo gives another kill to, and it's to the Aphelios. This Aphelios is going very strong. But Vantage does get that shutdown gold. Very, very good. But everyone's rotating topside as Galio did not follow, and he's just waiting in bush. And it looks like Vantage could get out of this. Maybe, maybe not. And he does get out of it. He does get to his tower. So in response, this Thresh and Ashe, they're gonna try and attack this tier 2. Try and get. They could possibly get this tower as Ashe does a lot of damage fast. And they do get this tier 2, so that could be worth, as Mundo's worth literally no gold. And as they recall, Ryan looks to get a Knight's Vow, same build as last time. And everyone is backing, and no one knows. But Mountain Dragon does spawn in a minute, so they will look to sweep the area, get some vision, get some knowledge of where everyone is. Aphelios is there. If I stand correctly, he's probably working towards his Runeance Hurricane. But if he has it now, that's really bad for Team Vantage. Place some wards down. Urgot is there, gets the hook, and he barely connects. Very, very close. As it spawns, Team Pemgu really doesn't want Team Vantage to get Soul Point. That would be pretty terrifying, as there are 3 tanks. Allies on the side, applying some pressure. They're looking to see where everyone is, gets the lantern off. They're very risky in starting this because they don't want to get a flank off of they don't want Kha'Zix to come in, they don't want Galio ult. That'd be very, very bad. And as the group up as one, they're probably looking for a gauge with that Urgot. Or that Morgana bind. And see, Urgot's standing over here on the side. They pull him in, they bring him in, and they just deal all that damage. 200 years. And it looks like Ashe is kiting in the back, and he misses the hook, and he gets the flay, gets the W. And it looks like Ryan's gonna die here. And Talon gets out, but oh wow. Oh, they win the fight though. As the enemy bot lane really played super aggressive. And they get another kill in return. And Urgot doesn't die, so I think he still has that bounty. So Urgot will still be a threat. But them hooking that hook onto Urgot that killed Kha'Zix was very detrimental. Even though the fight went that way, that was not very good. I would probably have flayed him away, saved hook for maybe that Aphelios, that Morgana, maybe a more squishy member of Team Pemgu. But with Colin being 4-0-3, he is a massive threat. He is that constant DPS, that constant AD damage that they could get, versus that Urgot, that Aphelios, stuff like that. But that Rammus is probably looking to build a Thornmail. Probably looking to build stuff like that to counter that. A bunch of armor. That's probably what's going to happen. So, as long as Team Vantage is able to protect that Ashe and get picks with that Kha'Zix and Galio ult and with Thresh Hook, I feel like they could totally have this game in the bag. But for Pemgu right now, they're in the driver's seat. Even though they have 1 less tower, they have a couple more kills. They have those 2 mountain drags, which just helps the survivability of everyone on that team. And especially, and they get the pick on the Kha'Zix, and he hooks the Urgot, and they get the pick. Perfect. And they're looking for more as they chase. But does not look like they will get any at the moment. Ryan's looking for another one. Probably going to go for a Lantern Hook. And they're going to start up the Baron. Very, very risky, as the Rammus is still there. Totally just flash in and just smite. But bot lane did get that tower. Talon get that tower. Bot lane. Oh man, I'm tired. Goes in for that sentry. They're looking for the steal. Goes for the steal. And he doesn't get the steal. And Rammus will die for that. Wow. Well played by Team Vantage. Gets the hook. And Morgana will also die. And he gets the flash. Will he get away? I don't think so. Gets the hook. Connects when the black shield disappears. And he gets the stopwatch or the Zhonya's. And it looks like this. Oh, and he jumps in and kills Aphelios. But Urgot is looking for his kill and will get the ult onto Thresh. Very, very sad. But that Baron call, that Baron fight, that miss smite from Rammus really put Team Vantage back in the driver's seat. That was very good. Got a bunch of kills, got a bunch of shutdowns, got that Baron buff. And all the people who need Baron, especially that Ashe, are going to be super strong. So yeah, just gotta protect them. Enemy tower destroyed. Probably gonna look to maybe continue pushing. Oh, and they ping the mountain dragon is coming up soon. They want to get to that soul point, as if either team gets it, it will be soul point. And if Team Pemgu gets it, they're just going to be super, super tanky, especially that Urgot and that Rammus. They will probably never die. Oh, and they look to engage on this Rammus, but does not get the taunt. Everyone's about to collapse on Kha'Zix, and Kha'Zix will not die here. If Kha'Zix dies here, then there will be no dragon for them. Rammus will jump onto the Kha'Zix. They do fight here into the Dragon Pit. They get a bunch of picks. But Kha'Zix is shut down. Talon goes in. Galio ult. Gets the knock up on Talon. Gets the peel. Hits the hook on the Morgana. But 200 years kills the Thresh. But they do kill the Aphelios in return. So that is a 4 for 3 in favor of Team Vantage. And they're looking to get this Mountain Dragon to get the Soul Point. And they're one dragon away from Soul, which is especially good for Mundo, for Thresh, for Galio, just to stack up on that shielding, that tankiness. But as they're getting the dragon, they should notice that their base is getting demolished, as they did push into past bot inhibitor, as with those super minions. Galio's looking to clear that. And I really do gotta admire the back and forth between these two teams this game. It's been pretty hectic. 20 kills ish on both sides. It wasn't as one-sided as the last game. The objectives are pretty much similar, except Team Vantage did get that one Baron, which did help them a lot in that fight, because if they did not secure that Baron, I would highly doubt they would have won that fight. And they're trying to get the hook on the Urgot, but he does miss slightly. Morgana's there, pretty out of position. Gets the bind. They are all in this river area for some reason. Getting waves. Mundo's looking to match this wave. 2 of them actually. The super minions are super tanky. Looks like they might push mid as a 5. Try and get that tier 2 mid. We could possibly see a fight here. But there are no major objectives on the map, so I don't think there would be a reason to fight. Colin is very strong now, as he's level 15 on that Ashe. Oh, guy looks to go in. Goes in on the Morgana. Throws the ult. Gets the ult on Morgana. Morgana is down for the count. And Mundo and Galio look for more. Talon on the side looking to try and assassinate that Ashe. Looking to assassinate the Squishy. But 200 years is on the back line. Oh, and Rammus goes on the back. 200 years. Ult. And it looks like the fight is lost for Team Vantage, as Rammus got that flank off. And Aphelios got a beautiful Infernum ult. As they push to end, as they could totally end through bot lane. They try to chase down this Galio, but it looks like they're not going to get him. But look at that Urgot. That Urgot is massive. And it looks like they're trying to surrender, but I would assume that it is game over, as this Urgot is too strong. It's about to knock down the first Nexus tower. And see, look, he's tanking all of that turret damage, and he's just like still alive and healthy. Game 2 goes to Team Pemgu. GG, well played. Oh, wait, never mind. The inhib's back up. Oh, they have a possible chance. But it does not look like it, as they're doing a good job peeling. Oh, there goes in the back. If Phillips goes, and GG, well played to Team Pemgu. Game 2 goes to them.